regional parties. What is your, how are you taking this election? What are your future plans?
My position is very clear that if anyone agrees with our concept of Greater Tripura land, then they're most welcome to come and ally with us. Already 4 political parties, and today this morning 1 political organization has agreed to merge with us. Not ally, merge with us. 1 more party has announced that they would like to ally with us. We have been very clear, those who agree with our concept, our ideology, to come and merge with us. And if anyone agrees with the concept of Greater Tripura land, if they want to ally, please come forward and we'll have a discussion. Right now, the message is very clear, it's very positive, and I think we will emerge as the biggest force in the upcoming elections.
So, a lot of speculations are there, and already a party is fighting for Tripura land. So, how basically Tripura land and the Greater Tripura land differs? Ideologically, what is the difference?
The ideological difference is that we don't discriminate anyone, and we have said that not a single Tripuri will be left out outside the present Autonomous District Council, and the welfare of all people should be protected. And let's assume that there are Tripuris who are living outside ADC, Abhaynagar, Dandanagar, in parts of Udaipur, in certain parts of Patharkandi, Hailakandi, in Mamet. So if BTC can have an agreement where a development council can be set up for the welfare of the indigenous people, why can't the same be done outside the state of Tripura? And within the state of Tripura, we would like the extension of the Autonomous District Council to the concept of Greater Tripura land, without leaving parts of city. Khumulung is not a capital, Agartala is a capital. Why should we leave out Agartala as well?
What is the constitutional stand on this? Because I'm not clear about the Greater Tripura.
No, I think the constitutional stand is very clear. That's why the BTC agreement was signed. The BTC agreement, all you need to re-notify the Autonomous District Council is by notification of the governor. And as regarding to the Development Council, the Government of India has agreed to set up a Development Council for all Bodos who are outside the Autonomous District Council. In my case, I want more than what the Bodos have got. I have said that we should extend the Autonomous District Council in the concept of Greater Tripura land to parts of Agartala, to parts of the Ojanta Palace, right up till here, and also to parts of, to every village where there is where there are Tiprasa inhabited areas. Areas which do not have Tiprasas but still come under Autonomous District Council may be again denotified so that people who are living there don't suffer consequences of that. Again, I am not against any community. I want development for all. That's why my Tripura Matha also has people from different communities, whether they are from the Muslim community, whether they are from the Adivasi community, whether they are from the Chakma community. I don't believe in politics of hatred. I believe in inclusive politics. So, kindly do not confuse this with a demand which actually separates individuals on the basis of lack of development. I want development for all without targeting any community.
And how it differs from the Tripura land demand?
Tripura land demand starts and ends in Khumulung. Mine doesn't. Mine extends all the way to every Tiprasa area. Not a single Tiprasa will be left out from this demand of Greater Tripura land. The idea of Greater Nagaland, which the Government of India has accepted, which they are talking about, goes beyond the states of Nagaland. It actually goes to Manipur, it goes to Arunachal and goes to parts of Assam. I am not saying hold elections there in the name of Greater Tripura land. I am saying a development council should be created so that the linguistic, cultural and economic and hardships which the indigenous Tripuris face outside and within the state of Tripura has to be addressed. So, a development council should be formed which will look into the interest. Today, if someone from Patharkandi, Hailakandi, who is not even given a ST certificate, is looked in the way that they are, they should be accommodated by this very development council. And the same can be created for people who are not Tripuris, who live in ADC areas.
So, since you are telling about Patharkandi, that is in another state, neighboring Assam.
Yes.
Neighboring Assam. Will it create any conflict between the two states?
How? When I am saying create a development council, a development council need not be an elected body, can be a nominated body, which can be created with a one-time fund by the Government of India, where if a Tripuri wants to learn about his mother tongue, where a indigenous person wants to know about his cultural aspect, where a Tiprasa wants to find out where his family relatives are, there is a council which actually looks into these aspects, and they should have financial giving grants, so they look after. The Bodos are being given that. The new BTC agreement looks into that. Now, my point is, since there are Tiprasas who are outside, in Assam, the Garos are demanding something similar. And what is the concept of Vishwa Bangla? The same concept. So when CA was passed, it went not only from Tripura to Assam, it went from India to Bangladesh, to Afghanistan, to Pakistan. Here I am talking within the state of India. And if this development council looks after the welfare and the interests of the Tripuris who are even living in Bangladesh, what is the harm? What is the harm? We are not trying to interfere in another country's or another state's affairs. We are trying to look after the welfare, cultural aspect, social and economic aspect of our indigenous people.
So, one more issue I would like to raise is about the Riyan repatriation process. Are you satisfied with the way it's
No, I am not satisfied with the way it is being done. I am very deeply disappointed. I expected more. But you see, the sincerity is there in Delhi. The government of India is sincere. From whatever I have heard, they look sincere. They have been talking about it. The problem is that there are members who are opposing this repatriation of our Bru people, who are office bearers in the National Party of Congress, CPM and BJP. So, one side, the BJP and the central government wants the Brus to be repatriated, the Delhi aspect, but the local aspect, these are the same people opposing it. Now my point is, if the BJP is serious, if the Congress is serious, if the CPM is serious in rehabilitating our Bru brothers and sisters, they should take action against members who are opposing this in Kanchanpur.
How about the state government?
State government should, the party should take action against the president or the general secretary or the secretary of Congress, BJP and CPM, who are actually participating in stopping the Riyans from being rehabilitated. How can you say we want Riyans to be rehabilitated when in your own Kanchanpur, Panisagar area, your president of your party, your general secretary of your party, your Mandal leader from your party are opposing it? So either you take action against them or you call them and say that okay, you resign from the party. You can't be saying हम उनके साथ हैं लेकिन मेरे local leadership उनके खिलाफ है और आप उनके खिलाफ action भी नहीं लेते हो.
And how will the state government do?
State government is BJP. They should take action. I think I'm deeply disappointed. And what is going to happen is that nobody will trust the word of the Prime Minister or the Home Minister because they've announced it in the floor of the Parliament. We have worked very hard for it. There is still hope that we can settle this. But if you do not have the heart to settle our Brus, then it shows in your action. If you have the heart, do it.